The thing I am struggling with bigly, bigly, having big struggles with right now is I cannot figure out what aspect of myself to put on YouTube. As someone who's autistic and ADHD, I have been masking nearly my whole life. It's the only way I've been that I can recall. And for those of you who do not know masking, masking is a term where you put on an aspect of yourself, and that is what you put out to the world because you don't feel comfortable enough to be yourself, or that you've learned somewhere in your life that how you are makes other people uncomfortable, and so you adopt the behaviors and social cues that you see in other people, and you put that on because you know this is what's acceptable in this situation. This may be new to a lot of people, and for some people who may know me, who's met me and seen me, um, I may seem that I navigate social things with ease, and that is really not the case. It's something I've struggled with my whole life. People have asked me to speak on large stages, and I seriously do it through gripped white knuckles, because even though I know for social public speaking for a lot of people is a stressful thing, and particularly also for me, being in social situations is very stressful. I'm a natural introvert. I don't enjoy parties a lot. I do the Irish goodbye. I have an incredibly short social battery. Once I have one conversation or maybe two, I am like just depleted and I'm ready to go home. And in public speaking, you are expected to not only perform, like do your talk, but then you also mingle with people. It's not that I don't want to mingle with people. It is my capacity to do that is very, very little. And so I force myself to do it, and it just takes everything out of me. And on top of that, preparing for public speaking is like a complete dysregulation of my nervous system. My nervous system doesn't know the difference between talking on stage, talking to a camera, versus a bear attack. It literally just puts my entire body in this fight or flight thing until the talk is over. So, this is what I mean by white knuckling it. This is how I've gotten through my adult life. And particularly in social situations where it's like lower stake, which is like going to a party, cocktail event, networking thing, that honestly is very, very difficult because I'm not good with small talk. Um, Also, socially, what happens is when I was younger, I'll be in these situations, and what I experience mostly are just men trying to hit on me. Like seriously, it, I am. They're not there to listen to what I have to say or what's in here. They are just like, hey, can I get a piece of that? So that has been my experience socially wherever I go, unless I'm there with a guy or like, who they presume to be my partner, boyfriend, whatever, or um, I am a speaker where I'm already kind of put in a place where people are not coming up to me like trying to get fresh with me. It's something that it is, yeah, I don't, yeah. And to me, it's not flattering. It's not, it's really frustrating. And I find that women often can get uncomfortable because they look at me, even though I am of a certain age, but I don't look my age. And so so I appear much younger than I really am. And sometimes okay, often older women will just dismiss me as a piece of tart, or like I'll do this whole talk about activism, and they come up to me and ask me about my eyeshadow, and that's hurtful, because I am someone who really, really enjoy the company of other women, but when people are not comfortable with themselves, insecure, then they can project that onto me, and I've been on the rough end of receiving that kind of, projection. So, long wind of saying that masking is what I've had to adopt to be able to fit in. Like, I think about where I'm going. What am I wearing? How much makeup do I put on? Is this appropriate for this? Will people take me seriously? Or are they going to dismiss me? Is it safe to put on this type of outfit? Or do I have to really like dull myself down in order to like be, just blend in? It's these, and like this is me constantly, every situation, anything I'm invited to, like my brain is going through that. And so, because I have a roadmap of how I should be when I am in this kind of this situation. How should I be when I am in this kind of social situation? And there are very few places where I can be completely myself, and that's generally in private. But now, being on this YouTube journey, it's pulling out the private and the public, and that is all being bundled up into one. Like, I have no idea how to present myself. And this is why you see my first 2 videos. This is the to me. And I am struggling and figuring things out through that. Because it's like I have 2 looks. Either like I am this dusty desert taking out the trash, or I'm like completely glammed up and ready to be in front of a camera. So yeah, it's I am working through this in very real time. So for those of you who's watching me right now, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are the real ones, because I don't know if I could watch myself do this. Like, I am very uncomfortable watching like amateur comedy night. Like, that's not my thing. I can't do it. I just can't. It's just too butt puckering for me, and I feel so much when I feel embarrassed or I feel cringe, and so I take too much of that, and I'm too uncomfortable to be able to enjoy the content, even though they may have something brilliant to say. So I just appreciate you all for watching my videos right now. Thanks. God, I hate this color. I feel like such a clown. Okay. All right, over and out.